here today to announce Bob Melvin as the manager of the San Diego Padres. A very exciting day for our organization and for Padre fans. We started this process a month ago with a very clear list of attributes and characteristics we were looking for in our next manager. It was apparent early in the search process that this was an attractive situation, mainly due to a talented core of players at the big league level, the deep system, and especially the energy, the passion, and the support that our fans have shown for this team and this group, especially in the last few seasons. With that in mind, talking with our baseball ops group, encouraged them to cast a wide net of possible candidates and to be open-minded in the process, and enabled us to talk to some of the best minds and top leaders in the game over the last month. But Bob was at the top of the list for us. A lot of credit goes to the Oakland A's, John Fisher, Billy Beane, David Forst. When I reached out to Billy and broached the topic, the first thing he told me was basically no chance, go to hell. But no, he was actually, I think from my guess is due to loyalty, their friendship, and the great things they've done in 11 years together there. He was open-minded, and in a very competitive industry, his main question and his main thought to me was, I'm going to do what's best for Bob, which you don't hear a lot in this industry. And it sounds like after their conversation, it came back that Bob was curious and open-minded about our possibility. That led to us sitting down 4 or 5 times over the course of a week plus. Bob got a chance to meet other members of our baseball operations team and group, and it became very obvious in those sit-downs why Bob was the top candidate for us in this process. His resume speaks for itself. His experiences, 10 years as a major league catcher, 2001 winning a World Series ring as a bench coach with the Arizona Diamondbacks, almost nearly 2 decades as a major league skipper, 3-time manager of the year, 7 times in the playoffs. His baseball acumen, attention to detail, incredibly intelligent on the field, able to blend information and have it lead to player performance. His leadership style stands out, holds players accountable. He has honest and tough conversations and looks forward to that with players, while still motivating players to go out and play for him and for the organization. It's really remarkable conversations we had with former players, the respect and connection they felt to Bob as a manager. Guys that were the top part of the roster to other players that filled out the roster, former coaches that coached with him, former staff members. They just kept coming back to the day-to-day dealings with him as a leader, speaking to his style and the attributes that we were looking for. Philosophically, from a baseball operations group, very much on the same page with our team about what wins, what works, and what plays at the major league level. And the number one thing that stood out to me personally was Bob's burning desire to win a championship as a major league manager, which is probably about the only thing he hasn't done yet in this game as a major league skipper, which fits perfectly in line with the vision of Peter Seidler, Eric Grubner, myself, and our entire Padres organization. So for all of those reasons, we're extremely excited to announce Bob Melvin as the manager of the San Diego Padres.
Thank you. You're in New Jersey now?
Yeah. So I'm taking a coat off, right?
Yeah. 10-year catcher, major league catcher, was probably a little generous. Backup catcher might have been more precise. Go for it. Thanks. They told me to button the top button, but I'm kind of a lower button guy now.
Do you want to shake hands or just the fist pump?
What's that?
Fist pump or shake
Fist
hands?
pump.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.